We entered a portal and were transported to another dimension.
Hi, I'm Theo, one of the broadcasters from Studio 4. Olive has asked me to introduce this week's episode of the Portal Podcast. The podcast that can take you anywhere to find out anything. In this episode, you'll hear the latest #1 hit, Teeth on It, in Eurekacast. Catch up on the latest investigations with Only Villains in the Building, and hear some poetry-inspired music with the Poetry Playground. And that's just for stars, there's so much more. So why don't you just join us on our journey as we step through the portal? Enjoy the show.
Who's behind the sneaky plot? Who's the one to blame? A wolf, a witch, a troll, perhaps are they all the same? A twisty trail of mischief where the clues keep thrilling. It's only villains in the building.
Hello everybody. Welcome to Only Villains in the Building. The show is where we investigate sneaky villains. Today we are looking at the gingerbread man. Last week we met our first suspect. This week we're talking about the fox. The fox outsmarted the gingerbread man. Or did he? Is the fox clever? Let's find out. We have a police report. Let's read it to see what happened. We know when the gingerbread man ran away. He ran away from the little old lady, the cow and the horse, and even the farmers. The last person to see him was the fox! What did the fox say to the gingerbread man? Was it clever or was it sneaky? Hear what we know. The gingerbread man was down on the riverbank, but he couldn't cross the water. The fox says, hop on my tail. It feels helpful at first, doesn't it? When I crossed on the river, the fox said to him to climb higher and higher. First to his back, then to his head, then to his nose. You know what happened next? Jump! That's right, the gingerbread man is gone. Fox has tricked him. We meet a important question. Who's the last prince in the sea of gingerbread man? It wasn't the old lady. It wasn't the cow. It wasn't the horse. It wasn't the farmers either. The fox! The fox! The fox that asked to have Satan. I think the fox knows what it happened. Will the fox tell us the truth? Well, listeners, there we have it. The gingerbread man is still full of questions. Is the fox clever or cunning or both? Maybe you can solve the mystery. Thanks for listening to Only Villains in the Building.
It's only villains in the building.
Tune in.
to the Body Beats Countdown on Eurekacast, running down the top 10 songs, all about the amazing human body. That's right, we've got bones, muscles, hearts, and even belly buttons, all wrapped up in the catchiest songs you've never heard before. We're counting down from 10 to 1. Ooh, I can't wait. Coming in at number 10, it's Shake That Skellin' by the Bone Rattlers. At number 9, Get Your Blood Pumping with DJ Harvey and the dance floor smash, Pump It, Pump It. Down 2 from 6, at number 8, we've got Wiggle Those Toes by the Footnotes. Coming in at number 7, it's Blinkety Blink by the Eyeball Express. At number 6, we've got The Brain Power by the Smarty Pants Crew. A new entry at number 5, we've got Super Stomach by the Tummy Tumblers. Coming in at number 4, we've got The Elbow Grease by the Flexi 5. A former number 1 falls to 3, it's Hair Today, Gone Tomorrow by the Follicle Funkers. Did you know you lose about 100 hairs every day? But don't you worry, your head keeps growing more, unless you're my granddad. At number 2, it's The Nose Nose by Sniffy and the Sneezers. And now, drum roll please. Our number 1 song is Teeth on Each by the Chompa Champs. This song is a teethy-tastic anthem, all about how important our teeth are as part of our digestive system.
In your mouth, there's a mighty team working hard to keep things clean. Incisors at the front, cutting bites. Canine sharp, chew just right. Molars at the back, grinding down, crushing food all around. 32 when you're fully grown, but right now 20's your toothy zone. Brush them up, brush them down, keep that plaque from hanging around. Twice a day, don't forget, fluorize your safety net.
Teeth on eat, they start the show. Mashing food to help it flow. Chew it up, break it down. Onto the stomach it goes around. Teeth and tongue, saliva to the digestion start with me and you.
Go to the dentist, give a smile. Checkups keep your teeth in style. Sugar sneaky, don't you see? Cavities are the enemy. Eat your veggies, drink some milk. Stronger teeth, smooth as silk. Floss it out, don't delay. Healthy habits win the day. Brush them up, brush them down. Keep the plaque from hanging around. Twice a day, don't forget, fluorize your safety net.
Teeth on eat, they start the show. Mashing food to help it flow. Chew it up, break it down. Onto the stomach it goes around. Teeth and tongue, saliva to the digestion starts with me and you.
Crunch, munch, grind and chew. That's what your teeth were made to do. One big bite, let's begin. Digestion starts right from the grin. Final, they start the show. Mashing food to help it flow. Chew it up, break it down. Onto the stomach it goes around.
Teeth and tongue, saliva to digestion starts with me and you.
Teeth on me,
They start the show, mashing food to help it flow. Chew it up, break it down. Onto the stomach it goes around. Teeth and tongue, saliva to digestion starts with me and you.
That's it for this week's Body Beats Countdown on Eurekacast. Join us next time for even more weird and wonderful tunes. Until then, keep rocking!
Discover, explore, let's blast off fast. Big ideas from the present and past. Science is magic, let's learn and laugh. number shapes and puzzles too. Maths is fun for me and you. Tricks and tips to make you power the math magical hour.
Hey there, friends. We'll go to the Maths Magic Hour, the radio show when we make numbers fun. Today we're going to have a blast. Are you ready? Let's jump right in. Number boards can help you with everything. We've made you a song. This will help you remember them.
1 and 9, that's the team. 2 and 8, that's the dream. 3 and 7, up to heaven. 4 and 6, fit makes you feel quick. 5 and 5, well, 9.
Have you heard of a STEM sentence? These will help you.
0 needs 10 to make 10. 0 plus 10 equals 10. 1 needs 9 to make 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 2 needs 8 to make 10. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 3 needs 7 to make 10. 3 plus 7 equals 10. 4 needs 6 to make 10. 4 plus 6 equals 10. 5 needs 5 to make 10. Double 5 is 10. 6 needs 4 to make 10. 6 plus 4 equals 10. 7 needs 3 to make 10. 7 plus 3 equals 10. 8 needs 2 to make 10. 8 plus 2 equals 10. 9 needs 1 to make 10. 9 plus 1 equals 10. 10 needs 0 to make 10. 10 plus 0 equals 10.
Tune in next week for more.
Tricks and tips to make you power the math magical hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to Game Changers. Today we're diving into 2 DIY 3D program to complete simple space-themed games and how to evaluate and test games that others have made.
2DIY 3D is an awesome tool where you can design your own 3D games. It's perfect for creating space adventures with aliens, rockets and planets. You can create the whole world and rules of the game all by yourself.
To get started, you can pick a space theme. If you want to design where you're flying to a spaceship or dodging asteroids, you can use the program to build levels, choose your characters and add obstacles. Once your game is ready, it's time to test it out. Playing the game helps you see if it's fun, but don't forget to think the controls too. Are they easy to understand? Can you win the game, or is it too hard? That's where evaluating comes in. When testing someone else's game, ask yourself things like, is the game easy to play? Are the instructions clear? Is it challenging but not too frustrating? You want the game to be fun but impossible.
And don't forget you can also give feedback to the game creator. Maybe suggest ways to improve the graphics or add more levels. Testing and improving games is all part of the process.
And don't forget to try other people's games too. It's a great way to see new ideas and learn how to make your own games even better. So whether you're creating your own game or testing someone else's, the key is to have fun, keep experimenting. Thanks for tuning into Game Changers. Now go out to create your space-themed adventure. See you again in episode 3.
Hi everyone, welcome to the book Nook. the book Nook. Today we're reviewing the book Holes by Louis Sanchar. If you haven't read it yet, don't worry. We're going to give you a quick rundown of the story. Holes is about a boy named Stanley Yelnats who gets sent to a mysterious camp called Camp Green Lake. But it's not a regular camp. It's a place where campers dig holes all day long, and they're told it's to build character. But soon Stanley realises there's something much deeper going on.
Stanley's family is cursed, and his great-great-grandfather made a promise that was never kept throughout the book. We see how Stanley tries to break the curse while uncovering secrets about the camp, his family, and even a hidden treasure.
So what did we think of Holes? Personally, I loved how the story had many twists and turns. The way everything came together at the end, it was amazing. The characters felt really real, especially Stanley, who starts off shy but becomes a hero.
I agree, but I also feel like some parts of the story dragged a little bit. Like when they were just digging holes for pages and pages, it felt boring at times.
That's a good point, but I think the digging part was really important because it builds the tension and shows how Stanley is. By the end, you see how much he's grown and how his attitude towards the camp changes. In the backstory with the treasure was super cool. It made everything in the present day plot connect. In the past, in a way that I didn't expect. It was very clever.
I also liked how Luke balanced serious themes like friendship and justice with humour. There were moments that made me laugh, even though the story is quite serious.
Tuning into the book, Nook. Bye for now.
Everyone, welcome to Masterpiece Moment. Alice, exploring the world of tessellations.
They are shapes that fit together perfectly.
Exactly, you can start by drawing a simple shape like a square or triangle, then copy and move that shape to create a pattern, no empty spaces.
And to make them at home, you can use all kinds of fun materials. Try using paper and scissors to cut out your shapes, or even use cardboard to make bigger pieces. You can also use markers or crayons to colour them in.
You can also really creative by using things like buttons, stickers, or even small toys to stamp out your tessellations. Keep creating.
Hi everyone, welcome to Earth Explorers. I'm Ava and today we're diving into geography and how to read an always service map, passing to Lufa.
Yep, let's start with the grid references. They're like super codes that help you find exact places on the map. Super useful. Passing to Oliver.
Cheers, Lisa. Ordnance survey maps have squares and each square has a unique grid reference to read it. You always go along the bottom first, those are the easterns, then up the side, those are the northerns. Passing to Lucy Joe.
Thanks, Oliver, and here's a tip. Grid references can be 4 or 6 digits. The first digits are for easterns and the second ones are for northerns. More digits equals more precise location. Passing to Sienna.
Cheers, Lucy. Now you're ready for it. Now you're ready to explore maps like a pro. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for listening to Earth Explorers. Keep venturing. Also, a listener has asked how you play battleships. It's really fun, and Eva will tell you how to play.
The listener asked how to play. The way you play is along the corridor up the stairs. That can also help you find coordinates on a real map. Hope it helps.
Earth Explorers out!
Hey everyone, welcome to Cosmic Conversations. I'm Jackson, and today we're diving into some awesome movements of the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon in space.
That's right. Earth takes about 365 days to orbit the Sun, but every 4 years we add a leap year with an extra day to catch up.
And the Moon, it takes around 27 days to orbit the Earth. Joshua, did you know the Moon always shows the same side? Yep, the moon's rotation and orbit is perfectly synced, so we'll only see one side from the Earth, no sneak peeks from the other side. Space is full of surprises. Ranks will turn into cosmic conversations. Hey everyone, welcome to Page Turners. Today we are talking about sci-fi stories.
Sci-fi is all about imagining the future, outer space or new technologies. It's filled with cool ideas like flying cars, aliens or time travel.
Yeah, and a key feature of sci-fi is world building. You get to create new planets, advanced tech, and maybe new species. If you have to make your world feel real, even though it's totally made up.
Intention is super important in any story, especially sci-fi. You can build it by putting your characters in dangerous situations, like being chased by robots or stuck on an alien planet. Keep your readers wondering what's going to happen next.
Don't forget about the suspicion. Drop clues along the way and don't reveal everything right away. Let the mystery grow.
You can also use conflict, like a race against time, to save the world, or battle between good and evil robots that keeps the readers turning the pages.
Just remember, in sci-fi, the possibilities are endless. So get creative and let your imagination run wild.
Thanks for tuning in to Page Turners. Now it's your turn to write an out-of-this-world story. Welcome to Stellar Insights. Today we have got 4 mind-blowing facts about our solar system that will leave you amazed. Fact number 1, did you know that Venus spins backward? Yep, unlike other Earth and most planets, Venus rotates in the opposite direction, so if you were standing on its surface, the sun would rise to the west and set in the east. Here's fact number 2. A day on Venus is longer than a year. That's because it takes Venus about 243 Earth days to spin once, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the sun. That means a day on Venus lasts longer than its entire year. And for our third fact, Jupiter has the largest storm in the solar system, called the Great Red Spot. It's been raging for at least 400 years. It's so big that 3 Earths could fit inside of it. Final fact, Mars takes 687 days to orbit the sun. Thanks for tuning into Stellar Insights. We'll be back for more amazing facts, space facts next time. Bye. Thanks, bye.
Step into the world where words can play. Rhyme and rhythm lead the way. Laughter and wonder all around. Welcome to the Poetry Playground.
Hello and welcome back. We have some exciting news. We have been producing some songs.
Yes, we were so inspired by the poem Owl and the Pussycat that we wanted to create something similar.
But with our twist, here to explain more is guest host Gabby. Welcome to the show, Gabby. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited to be here today to talk all about AI.
Could you explain what AI is, just in case anyone listening wasn't born in this decade?
AI stands for Artificial Intelligence Computer Software that mimics how humans think. We planned out what we wanted in our song. Then we used ChatGPT to write the lyrics for us and eventually used AI to create the song you are about to hear.
The lion and the horse one bright warm day trotted to the beach where the waves would sway. They carried a picnic so fresh and sweet. cheese and grapes, a special treat. They played by the shore under skies so blue. The lion played piano, the horse danced too. But soon they grew tired of the sand and the sun, and decided to venture where the jungle's begun. They walked through the trees with leaves all around. The air smelled of spices, the air smelled of sound. When suddenly they're in a glade so bright, an elf appeared with eyes full of light. "Welcome, dear friends," the elf did say, "with sparkling eyes and a merry display. I've seen you both from afar so near, and I welcome you here with no need for fear." The lion gave a soft, friendly roar, while the horse tapped hooves on the forest floor. "Where are we now?" asked the curious horse, "in this jungle of magic so wild, of course." The elf smiled with a wink and a laugh. "I'll show you the wonders, come follow my path." So through the trees they went on ahead, to places where dreams and magic are fed. They laughed and they sang, with hearts full of cheer. The jungle so lively, with wonders so near. For the lion, the horse, and the elf so kind found joy in the jungle, a world intertwined.
That was amazing. I hope all of you listening enjoyed it as much as we did in the studio.
We look forward to sharing more content with you next week.
Welcome to the Poetry Playground. Myths and art galore. Ancient Greece like never before. From gods to heroes, the tales are free. Dive right in, it's all Greek to me.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening to It's All Greek to Me, and today we are coming to you live from Olympia for the greatest event in the ancient world, the very first Olympic Games.
That's right. The year is 776 BCE, and we are here in the scorching Greek sunshine, surrounded by thousands of spectators who have travelled from all across Greece to see the best athletes compete for glory. We will be bringing you all the action, drama and sweaty moments straight from the stadium. Now let's set the scene. Olympia is a sacred place dedicated to Zeus, the king of the gods, and every 4 years, starting this year, the best athletes will come here to compete in his honour. There is no fancy stadium, just a dry and open track, dusty ground, and a whole lot of cheering. And guess what? No one is sitting on comfy seats. Nope. Spectators are standing or sitting on the hillside. There are no tickets. Any free Greek man can come and watch. But bad news for women. They aren't allowed to watch or compete. Only men who speak Greek can take part.
Yeah, and another very important detail, every single athlete is competing completely naked.
That's right. No sports kit or fancy running shoes here.
It's not just about sports. The Olympic Games are a huge festival with food, music, and even sacrifices to the gods. You can grab some honey cakes, roasted meat, or olives from the food stalls, though I'd avoid eating too much before a race.
Oh, and there are also poets and musicians entertaining the crowd between events. It's basically part sports tournament, part festival, and part massive barbecue.
Alright, the
first event is about to begin, the stadium race. It's a short sprint of about 192 metres. That's the length of the whole stadium.
The runners are lined up, the cameras roll, and there they go.
Wow, look at them sprint. They're kicking up dust as they race towards the finish line. The crowd is going wild. Who's going to win the very first Olympic event ever?
And it's Courageous Unveiled. He crosses the line first, and he is the first Olympic champion in history.
He doesn't win a gold medal though. He gets a simple olive wreath on his head. But trust me, that's a huge honour in ancient Greece. Next up we have the javelin throw. Athletes must throw a long spear as far as possible. Let's see who has the best arm strength. Here comes our first thrower. He grips the javelin. He takes a running start and whoa! That's a monster throw. It soars through the air. What a throw! The crowd is clapping and the judges are measuring the distance. The winning throw today is 27 metres.
Now for some serious action. Wrestling. This is one of the toughest events. No time limits, no weight classes, and the goal, throw your opponent to the ground 3 times to win.
The wrestlers are circling each other. Eyes locked. And boom! One of them dives in for grip.
Oh, that was a huge takedown. The crowd erupts. But wait, he's back up. This is going to be a tough fight.
If you thought wrestling was tough, pancration is next level. It's a mix of boxing and wrestling, and almost anything goes. The only rules, no biting, no eye gouging, everything else, fair game.
The fight has started. They are grappling, throwing punches, and trying to pin each other down. These guys are fierce.
Oh! One fighter just flipped the other onto the ground. That's got to hurt. The referee is watching closely, and yes! He taps out. We have a winner!
Wow, what an incredible day of competition. From sprinting to wrestling to the pancration showdown, we've seen it all.
The champions will now receive their olive wreaths, and they'll return home as heroes. Some of them might even have statues built in their honour.
And that's it from us here at the Ancient Olympic Games. We hope you enjoyed the action. Join us next time on It's All Greek to Me, where we'll uncover more incredible stories from ancient Greece.
Dive right in, it's all Greek to me. Every week a wonder vibe, things you never knew arrived, facts that make your senses fly. Tune in now, don't pass us by.
Welcome to our podcast, Weekly Wonders.
The podcast where we share fantastic facts and interesting insight with our listeners. Let's jump right in with our first wonder of the week. Did you know the Eiffel Tower actually grows in the summer because of the heat expansion? The iron structure can grow by up to 15 centimetres, 6 inches, when the temperatures rise. That's incredible. Here's another mind-blowing fact. Octopuses have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, while the 3rd pumps it to the rest of the body. And when an octopus swims, that 3rd heart actually stops beating. That is so cool. Wow! And there's a final fun fact. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, and that's over 3,000 years old and still perfectly good to eat. Talk about nature's unlimited sweet treat. Really?
amazing. There's always something new and fascinating to learn about our world. We will be back next time with even more wonders to share.
Join us next week for more fantastic facts and on
Weekly Wonders!
Step into the rhyme room, let's dive in deep, where poetry flows.
Welcome to our podcast, The Rhyme Room.
The podcast where we discuss poetry from history and beyond.
Today we are taking inspiration from The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes, a thrilling dramatic poem filled with love, danger and unforgettable imaginary. So we've each written our own short poems in similar style.
That's right, we're excited to share them with you.
Let's begin. Here is my poem. The wind was a cascade of darkness, tossed upon blue seas. The road was a string of starlight over the leprous moor. And the assassin came galloping, galloping, galloping. The assassin came galloping up to the ancient creaky door. He had a big cone on his forehead, a shiny gold badge at his chest, a coat of the blackest velvet, and breeches of smooth tanned skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode with a shimmer. His pistol butt to shimmer, his rapier hilt a shimmer under the starlight sky.
That was fantastic. Now here's mine. The wind was an outburst of evil. Woo-hoo-hoo. Among the breeze rustling leaves. The man was a misty shadow tossed upon torrent seas. The road was ridden of bushes over the wind violet moor. And the thief came galloping, galloping, galloping. The thief came galloping up to the dusty stable door. He had a black flat hat on his forehead, a shiny gold badge on his chest, a coat of the rusty violet, and breeches of smooth leather skin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to his thighs, and he rode with a shimmer. His pistol butts a shimmer, his rapier hilts a shimmer under the starry night sky.
Such a great imagery. Now it's my turn. The wind was a howling wolf among the misty green trees. The moon was a globe of light tossed upon the gloomy seas. The road was a rough ribbon of the darkness over the magenta moor. And the criminal came galloping, galloping, galloping. The criminal came galloping to the creaky, crooked agent door. He had leather stiff hat on his smooth hair, a hat silking up at his chest, a coat of maroon and breeches of shiny gold. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to his thigh, and he rode with a shine. His pistol butts a shine, his rapier hilt a shine under the darkest gloomy sky.
Wow, that was brilliant. What an amazing way to bring poetry to life. Written in the style of great poets like Alfred Noyes. Help us appreciate their work even more.
Absolutely! And if you're listening, why not try writing your own poem inspired by The Highwayman?
We love to hear your creativity. Join us next time for more poetic adventures on
The Rhyme Room!
Tune in into the beat inside, talking hard, valves open wide. From head to toe we glide and ride, blood pumps strong like the rising tide. The circulation station, here we go. Where your blood flows, all we know.
Welcome to our podcast, The Circulation Station.
That's where we share interesting information and real-life facts about our amazing human bodies.
Here we focus on something that keeps us moving every second of the day, our heart rate.
Your heart rate is the number of times your heart beats per minute, and guess what? It changes depending on what you're doing.
For example, when you're sitting still, your heart rate beats at a resting rate, usually between 60 and 100 beats per minute. But when you exercise, your muscle needs more oxygen, so your heart pumps faster to keep it up.
That's right, activities like running, jumping or even dancing can make your heart beat quicker, and the stronger your heart is, the better it gets at pumping blood efficiently.
Let's try a quick experiment. Listeners, stand up and do 30 seconds of jumping jacks or running in place. Ready, go.
Great job. Now take 2 fingers and place them on the side of your neck or on your wrist to feel your pulse. Can you feel it beating faster than before?
That's your heart working hard to keep it going. Regular exercise helps strengthen your heart and keeps your circulation healthy.
So keep moving, stay active, and remember your heart is one of the most important muscles in your body. Take good care of it.
Join us next time for more fascinating facts on
Circulation Station.
Tune in now, it's time to start. Balanced Bites, the place so smart. Health tips, food and exercise. Living well, it's no surprise.
Welcome to our podcast, The Balance Bite.
The podcast where we share amazing healthy food recipes to keep you feeling great.
Today we've got a delicious and nutritious treat for you. A healthy flapjack recipe. It's a perfect snack that's packed with natural sweetnesses and energy.
That's right, let's get started. Here's what you'll need. 2 cups of oats, 1 ripe banana mashed, 2 tablespoons of honey or maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of nut butter, like almond or peanut butter, or a handful of dried fruits or nuts for extra flavour.
Super simple ingredients. Now, to make them. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius and line a baking tray with parchment paper. In a bowl, mix the mashed banana, honey and peanut butter until smooth. Stir in the oats and any dried fruit or nuts of your choice. Press the mixture firmly into the baking tray, making sure it's evenly spread. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown. Let it cool, then slice into bars and
These
enjoy.
flapjacks are naturally sweet, full of fibre, and perfect for a healthy snack on the go.
Plus, they're completely customizable. Swap out the banana for applesauce or add dark chocolate chips for a little extra treat.
Give it a try and let us know what you think. Join us next time for more delicious and healthy recipes on
Balance Bite!
Got it through the past and present true. From castles in the mist to sky so blue. TM tales from every nook. Britain Unveiled, come take a look.
Welcome to our podcast, Britain Unveiled.
The podcast where we share fascinating facts about the British Isles.
Exploring its landscapes, landmarks and rich history. Today we are talking about the difference between physical and human features in the UK. That's right, physical features are natural parts of the landscape, things that have been created by nature like rivers, mountains and valleys. For example, Snowdonia in Wales is home to Mount Snowdon, the highest mountain in England and Wales.
And then we have human features, which are things built by people, like cities, roads and bridges. A great example is the Tower of London, a famous historic building that has stood for almost 1,000 years.
Another physical feature is the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. It's made up of thousands of columns formed by volcanic activities millions of years ago. It looks like something out of a fantasy story.
And for a human feature, how about Edinburgh Castle, perched on top of an ancient volcanic rock? This castle has been an important fortress for centuries and is one of Scotland's most visited landmarks.
So remember, physical features come from nature while human features are man-made.
That's all for today's episode. Join us next time as we explore more wonders of the British Isles on
Britain Unveiled.
Welcome to the drawing board. Tips and tricks you can't ignore. Sketching dreams with every word. Artist secrets you'll absorb. A drawing board where talents grow. Brush and pencil steal the show. Tune in now, take a chance. Create your art in every glance.
Welcome to our podcast, The Drawing Board.
The podcast where we share art tips and tricks
to help you improve your sketching and bring your drawings to life.
Today we're focusing on shading, one of the key techniques to make pencil drawing look more realistic.
That's right, shading adds depth, dimension and texture. Tip number 1, use different pencil pressures. Pressing lightly gives you a soft shadow, while pressing harder creates darker areas. Gradually building up layers helps achieve a smooth and natural look.
Great tip. Tip 2. Blend your shading for a soft transition. You can use a blending stump, tissue, or even just your fingertip gently. Smudge and smooth out the pencil marks. This avoids harsh lines and makes your shadows more realistic.
And tip 3, pay attention to your light source. Identify where the light is coming from and shade accordingly. The areas facing the light should stay bright, while the parts in the shadow should be darker. This contrast makes objects pop off the page.
Shading takes practice, but once you manage these techniques, will make a huge difference in your sketches.
So grab your pencil and start experimenting.
And remember, the more you observe real life shadows, the better you shading will become.
Join us next time for more creative tips on
The Drawing Board!
Be kind, rewind for your soul. Find your peace, make yourself whole. Take a step to mental peace. Let your worries find release.
Welcome to our podcast, Be Kind, Rewind.
Podcast where we share motivational and moving quotes
to help people with their mental health and remind them they're never alone.
Next week is Mental Health Week, a time to raise awareness and remind everyone that it's okay to talk about how we feel.
That's right, everyone has mental health, just like we have physical health. Some days we feel great and others we might feel sad, worried or overwhelmed, and that's completely normal.
The most important thing to remember is that if you're struggling, you don't have to go through it alone. Talking to someone you trust, like a parent, teacher or friend, can really help.
And kindness is the key. Being kind to yourself and others can make a big difference. A simple smile, a kind word, or even just listening to someone can brighten their day.
Here's a quote to keep in mind. A problem shared is a problem halved. Talking about our feelings help us feel lighter and more supported. So this Mental Health Week, let's all take a moment to check in with ourselves and those around us. A little kindness can go a long way.
And remember, no matter what you're going through, you are never alone. There's always someone who cares.
Join us for next time for more uplifting words on
Be Kind, Rewind!
We enter the portal and we're transported to another dimension.